Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Shannon. If you haven't been here before, of course, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. I'm really excited to do this video. It's kind of impromptu. I wasn't sure when I was going to film it, but I have been thinking about doing this video for a while now. So I'm not sure. I think I have a name picked for it, but I'm not sure on the name yet. But essentially what we're going to be talking about today is categories of beauty products or makeup products that have stopped me from actually going on a no-buy. I've been kind of thinking about going on a no-buy for a while now, but these products just keep drawing me in. And yeah, we're going to talk about 3 different makeup categories that have kind of kept me buying and are kind of making me frustrated because I really need to save money and it's been really hard for me to do that. But if you guys are interested in seeing those makeup categories, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so as I said, I'm going to tell you the 3 categories that have kind of prevented me from going on a no-buy. If you guys have heard about a no-buy before, essentially it's basically deciding not to buy a specific makeup product, or it could be just makeup in general until you use up your collection. It could be skincare if you have skincare you're using. It could just be like foundation. It could be just eyeshadow, just lip products. But I'm going to talk about the categories that kind of stop me from going on a no-buy, other than me being an obsessed makeup and beauty and skincare shopper. That's just a problem I have, but there's specific products that I'm really obsessed with and I just continue to buy and I find it really hard not to. So those are like the products, the categories I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about specific products necessarily, but just the categories that have kind of prevented me from being a better, smarter consumer. That's a better way to put it. All right, so I'm going to give you my top 3, and these are the products that I really have the biggest problem with. Of course, there's other products I buy here and there, but I don't have as big of a problem saying no to them. So the first product that I'm actually going to talk about is eyeshadow palettes, or eyeshadow in general. I just cannot, I don't even know how many palettes I have at this point. Half the time I forget I have palettes and I don't touch them, which is really sad, and it makes me realize that I really need to actually go on a no-buy, but I just haven't been able to do it. I don't know how to convince myself. Maybe you guys can convince me. I think I need to really go through and declutter and convince myself that, you know, you forgot you even had this eyeshadow, you haven't used it in 2 months, and it's going to go bad before you get to it, that kind of thing. I think I need to just convince myself. But definitely eyeshadows. I'm really into metallic eyeshadows, shimmer eyeshadows, so any company that comes out with those, I have to grab them as soon as I see them, which is absolutely ridiculous. You do not need to do that. And eyeshadow palettes, just palettes I love. I love having a cohesive palette that I can grab in the morning and just do a full look with. Or like I have so many now that I'll grab 2 palettes and I know I can do a full look with. And I'm always after that next awesome eyeshadow palette with the beautiful, I get drawn in by the beautiful purples. I love purple shades, I love green shades, I love pink shades. I just love eyeshadow. And I love the idea of playing with it and put it on my eyes. I like to have like metallic eyes, as you can probably tell from right now. So yeah, I just get drawn in by them. And even though I have 1,000 probably of the same color, if I see a palette especially that it's really cohesive to me, has a lot of shimmer shades, but it has a couple mattes, specifically metallics, so I love, then I can't convince myself not to purchase it. So the next product I'm actually going to talk about is lip products, specifically lipsticks, and more so recently bullet lipsticks. I kind of have always liked just the plain old bullet lipsticks. They're my absolute favorite. I do have a lot of liquid lipsticks as well, and glosses. I do like glosses a lot as well, but lip products in general and bullet lipsticks specifically, I have found myself buying a lot of. I think one of the reasons for it as well is because obviously lip products are a bit cheaper than buying like a, you know, like a higher end product like foundation, or, you know, like a higher end skincare product. You can find really inexpensive lipsticks sometimes at the drugstore. Maybelline carries a really good line of lipsticks, and I'll sometimes convince myself, hey, it's only like $7, you can purchase that, or hey, you know, it's on sale for $12, or hey, it's only $15, just a little bit for lipsticks, or $20 even, but I can usually justify spending that. So I think that's one of the reasons I'm drawn to lip products. Plus, I'm always looking for the perfect nude shade. Even though I probably have already found it, one of my favorites is the Samantha Ravindal. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. I will link her channel down below. She's pretty big here in Canada for a YouTuber, and her MAC collaboration she did, I loved that cream sheen lipstick, and yeah, I'm obsessed with that. It's so comfortable, creamy, beautiful. I am someone that likes more of a creamy formula. If you've seen some of my videos, I do mention that on occasion. But that's like one of my favorite nude shades, but I still feel like there is a better one out there for me. And the more I think about that, the more nude shades I buy, and a lot of times I get them and they're not exactly what I want, and then I feel like I have to buy another one, and it's crazy. I probably am on the verge of having over 200 lipsticks at this point. I need to declutter, and I need to go through that and figure out why I'm doing that. But yeah, I think it's because it's on the less expensive end, and I'm just always on the hunt for the right color. Alright, so the last one is the worst. This is my #1 product. Like the other two, I could probably maybe convince myself to go on a no buy, but this product, I can't do it. And it is foundation. My base is like one of the things that I love the most. I love to do my foundation. It's my favorite part of my makeup routine, and I don't know, I've never felt like I found the perfect foundation, which is absolutely ridiculous because I could mix my foundation and probably get the perfect foundation, which I do mix, but I just always feel like there's another one out there for me. And whenever I see one launching specifically from brands that I like, I feel completely drawn to them. Yeah, I just can't, and I mean more recently, especially this past, like over the winter, it's been more matte foundations, which I typically am not drawn to, and it was so sad because I wasn't buying as many as I wanted to because I felt like they just weren't my types of foundation. I generally like more medium coverage, light medium, and foundations that are more dewy and glowy. That's kind of my jam. I know that's not certain people's jams, but it's definitely mine. But yeah, foundations to me are just something that are so important to my makeup routine, and I find it so hard to tell myself not to buy a foundation. I probably have about 25 to 30 different foundations now. I am trying to declutter those. I actually did just give one to a coworker of mine, and I'm going to go through some of my other ones and see if I can give some away or put them on sale, just simply because I will never use them all before they go bad, probably, because makeup does have an expiry date. But I don't know, I just can't convince myself not to buy them. I actually just purchased the Shameless, the new Marc Jacobs foundation. It wasn't supposed to be out until the 9th, but it was on the Sephora app. So I purchased it, and it should be here next week. So I will be doing a video on that. But yeah, I shouldn't have bought it. It was an expensive foundation. It was $56 Canadian, but I like Marc Jacobs, and I like the description for the foundation, and I was like, I want to try it for them. I want to try it for, you know, the people on YouTube, and that's not a justification, but it's my favorite part of my makeup routine, and when I think about not searching for another foundation, it actually gives me anxiety, which is ridiculous. But yeah, that's like one of the things, the main thing is foundation that is stopping me from going on a no buy, even though I have so many that I need to use up. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you've gone on a no buy and how you convinced yourself to do it. If it was hard, I feel like it would be such a struggle for me, and I want to know your methods of how you do it and how you recommend going about it. If I should pick just a specific item and keep just buying the foundation, or if I should actually convince myself to just not buy any makeup until I use up more of my collection. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. It was kind of like a chit-chatty video. If you've been on my channel before, you know that I like to do review-based kind of videos, and I like that type of chit-chatty, talk about makeup, beauty. That's kind of my channel. If you like it, of course, I do appreciate you guys subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. I love interaction down in the comments as well. It helps me out so much, and yeah, I love you guys so much. So definitely stay tuned for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.